My name is Novika Pratiwi. It's such a honor for me for presenting my fieldwork practice. May our health last long and may the pandemic decrease with time. Today, I will do the presentation of the result from the fieldwork practice report in BKN Cooperative. I carry out the fieldwork practice on January 27, 2020 until February 28, 2020. BKN Cooperative located in Jalan Letjen Sutoyo 12, Ramat Jati, East Jakarta. I will explain some of the points. First, there is the history of the BKN Cooperative. Second, structural organization of BKN Cooperative. Third, implementation of fieldwork practice. Fourth, obstacle of field from work practice. Fifth, how to overcome the obstacle of fieldwork practice. And sixth, the link between fieldwork practice and subjects. Now, starting from first point, I will explain the history of the BKN Cooperative. Cooperative was established on October 30, 1970. In the beginning, Kopek BKN was to fulfill the daily needs of employees at BKN in the form of shops selling groceries. Cooperative BKN has several business fields, namely, first, saving and loan business unit, second, shopping business unit, and third, revenue others. Saving and loans business unit are useful for the needs. However, only limited to providing loans in cash with certain amount and time of collection. Profit margin in 2018 was 13.40%. Furthermore, in 2018 has experienced an increase due to the activity of large number increase from borrowers, resulting of operation have increased. Also, the shop business unit, the store will be renovated in hope that it will be seen clearly and becoming more attractive. The management will arrange the shop and complete several supporting facilities by adding CCTV unit and repairing the air conditioner in order to provide customer comfort, which resulting until 9.14%. The increasing number are due to the high number of transactions at the store, arrangement and relocation of the store, accompanied by an increase in the type of goods and also quality of service that accompanied by increasing at sales facilities and infrastructure. Lastly, other income is obtained from promotional service income. The second points are the cooperative organizational structure. First, there is the management structure, which is include the chairman, vice chairman, secretary, and treasurer. The chairman of the cooperative named Heru Purwaka. Vice chairman of the cooperative named Joko Subakti. Secretary of the cooperative named Tommy Donardi. Treasurer of the cooperative named Rudi Citradiani. Furthermore, the supervisor structure consists of a chairman and 3 supervisor members. The chairman of the cooperative supervisor named Darmawan. First member of the supervisor named Vita Ristiari Nur Indah. Second member of supervisor named Novita Dwi Cahyani. Third member of supervisor named Arnis Kusuma Wardani. The management structure consists of a manager, supervisor, administrative staff, and the cashier. The cooperative manager named Samino. Supervisor and administrative staff number 3 people. And the last, the cashier number 2 people. The third point is the implementation of fieldwork practice in BKN Cooperative. Practitioners work in accordance along with the activity which related to the shopping business unit. These are, first, serving cooperative member who wants to make purchase, arranging goods, helping payment of cash note and credit to suppliers, inputting data to the system, doing stock taking, making consignment reports, serving cooperative members who want to spend. Practitioner is giving the opportunity to serve buyers at the checkout, and lastly, the task of serving served buyers. The procedures performed by the cashier, which includes first, asking about purchase that can be made in cash or credit, asking NIP members, ask if their purchases are appropriate or still have something to add, input sales transaction to the computer by scanning barcodes that are available on product packaging, setting the total purchase to be paid by member, receiving cash in cash from members and asking for signatures member NIP on receipt when making credit purchase, and lastly say thank you. The second arrangement of goods practice first control on each sales rack. If there are empty shelves or they are not full, then it needs to fill them with items taken from the cooperative warehouse. Practitioner also checks on the expiration date and condition of the goods. If the item is approaching the expiration date and the item is damaged, then the item is pulled from the store. Practitioner also tasks with arranging the layout of the goods to make it look neat so customers are interested. The third is payment of cash note and credit to the supplier. The first practice checking the goods and matching the quantity of goods with the other, and after that giving a memorandum to the finance department of the cooperative for payment. The fourth is inputting data to the computer. Practitioner was given the task to enter data consisting of sales data input, input purchase data, and shipping data input. Inputting data on sales, purchase, and shipment of goods in the store unit is done every time, whether there is a transaction, both sales transaction to members or non-members. This needs to be done in order to identify the total sales, purchase, and shipments of goods made by the cooperative shop business unit. The fifth is doing stock taking. Practice doing the activity of calculating the total goods in store and warehouse based on type, brand, and barcode. The calculation results are matched with the total goods recorded automatically on the system. Stock taking is done 1 month at the end of every month. The last one is to make a consignment reports. Practitioner is giving the task of making a daily report on consignment sales and separating money for cooperative profit and for consignment sellers. Consignment at BKN employs cooperative in the form of rice balls and the sandwich. The fourth point is the obstacle for implementing fieldwork practice in BKN Cooperative. First, the constraint faced by BKN Cooperative employees. The cooperative don't attach selling price to shelf or packaging. The space provided for cooperative is quite narrow. There are additional employees, so there is no alignment in completing tasks. Even more with this, the old employees. Second, the constraint faced by practice during street vendors take place. The lack of compilation of the division of tasks between practitioners with others who also carry out street vendors in the cooperative. So we were placed in one division, namely the shopping unit, also at the beginning of this fieldwork practice. Practitioner is rather difficult to communicate because they have to adapt with the new environment where street vendors and practitioner must reciprocate. The fifth point is how to overcome obstacles in implementing fieldwork practice in cooperative. How cooperative overcome obstacles? The first cooperative makes note about the price list of goods and also the item code that is placed near the cashier desk. The second use the space around the cooperative that is not used for use by cooperative. The latter is health training and guidance by management to employees knew how the practitioner overcome the obstacles. Practitioner took the initiative to make the division of tasks. The division of tasks was carried out to be equal to the tasks given by the management. And the last was to practice, learn, and understanding the workflow provided. The last point is the link between the fieldwork practice and subjects. The first are on entrepreneurship course. It can practice directly how we communicate well, can hone an entrepreneurial spirit. This is my presentation of fieldwork practice in BKN Cooperative. Thank you.